Hello friends. Now this is my 7th in my series, Conversion Therapy for Trump Supporters. And I just want to say here, if you're trying to convert your friends and family, it's very important before the election to not vote for Trump because of the danger he poses to this country. I picture it like a tree. You know, you got to find where's the trunk, whether it's his nationalism, whether it's how he makes the libs want to cry, you know, or what it is, and work on that. And I think we could take advice from Paul in the New Testament when he tells us, you know, you want to get somebody to see the light, you got to have patience, you got to have kindness and gentleness, you know, and like Jesus said, we need to be as crafty as a snake, but as gentle as a dove, or harmless as a dove. So there's got to be some tact to it. You're not going to convert them. Just ask them questions. And when they say something that's not true, show them how it's not true. And then start over. It's going to be a process. I converted my best friend. It took years of just small conversations, asking him questions, getting him to think in ways he didn't think before. So yeah. So this one I want to do is about his campaign promises. I think a lot of Trump supporters, I've seen videos where they're like, yeah, but he does what he says he's going to do, da-da-da-da, you know, he's keeping his promises. Well, let's ask ourselves, did he keep his campaign promises? And for this, I used a video, you can find it on YouTube, by Robert Reich. He was a former Secretary of Labor under Bill Clinton. And the title of the video is Trump's 30 Biggest Broken Promises. And according to Robert Reich, Trump has kept 0% of his promises. I'm going to talk later where there are things that he did keep his promise on, but it's disgusting things. So, let's go down the list. It's a long list here. Let's go. All right. He promised to cut your taxes and the rich would pay more. That is untrue. According to the Nonpartisan Tax Policy Center, the richest 1% received 80% of the tax cuts, and the richest 1/10 or 10% received 50% of the rest of 50%. So, and then after he passed his 2017 tax cuts, this huge tax break for the rich, he was down at Mar-a-Lago and he's caught on tape telling them, "You all just became a lot richer." So, did he straight up lie? The rich will not pay more. Just the opposite. The same old Republican trickle-down crap. And he tried to be a populist. It was a lie. The average family would receive a $4,000 pay raise because of his tax law. Well, that's not true. Even before the coronavirus, real wages were lower today than they were when he took office. He promised to close special interest loopholes. Well, the biggest special interest loophole is the compound interest loophole, and yes, that was left in his budget. So he didn't do that. Bringing it into the Kim Jong-il nuclear program. Well, he went there. It was a disaster, and I just seen maybe a week ago evidence that he's firing it back up. Disaster. Repeal Obamacare, replace with something better. Yeah, he's still trying to repeal Obamacare. No thing in sight of him replacing with something better. He promised not to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. See, he's trying to play the populist. Yeah. His recent budget proposes cuts to all those. He promised protections for pre-existing conditions. Recently, the Trump administration will no longer defend pre-existing conditions, according to Jeff Sessions in the Justice Department, with Trump's approval. And how can we forget he will build a wall, and Mexico will pay for it? He built a couple miles, but no wall. All right, next video, a lot more.